because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down.
8-yard pickup.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Lindsay. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Phillip Lindsay.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Sheldrick red line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. They go play action with Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
In pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This is taken at the 23. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. The tackle there by George Odom.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Time with Sony Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They're running it. It's Michel. They're going for it with the option right. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the carry.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Burrow on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Joe Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
On the carry.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
On for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 11 now. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Ball carrier
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Burrow on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
There he goes right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Browns 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. One more time with Lindsey. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 21, Browns 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now go option to the short side. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25-yard line.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 2, 18 Cardinal. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check, lucky.
18 Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillendown as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That's some strong running. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike 2. We got it. 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, we'll see the pistol here. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Under 10, 10. Check 31, check 31. Out. Check.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll find Lindsey here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Complete
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. Oh, no, Lindsey lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check, 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 check. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Say, say, say.
Mixon with a first down carry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Taken down.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Mixon try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Here's Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Loss of 2 yards. It's now 4th and goal.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McCann's kick up and good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here. Oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Lindsey on the toss left. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Tonight's final score, Steelers 21, Browns 13.